TheThreetwo here, bringing to the party once again this weird little niche hybrid racer beat 'em up, I almost want to call it. This is Speed Power Gunbike. It's the first game made by Creates, who you probably know as the guys that made Blaster Master Zero and Mega Man Zero, and some other games that don't have Zero in the title. Anywho, you know what? I don't have a timer up. Let me fix that real quick. I haven't actually run anything in a while. I almost forgot timers were not... almost forgot timers were a thing. Okay. Sorry about that. And my timer is in the wrong place, so I'll fix that quickly too. And then things will get decidedly less embarrassing, and... okay. If everybody is ready, let's go. I used to play through this run as Ipe, the Red Rider. Over time, though, I've kind of settled on using Ami, the White Rider, because her overall execution is just better. She's got a lower top speed, but her acceleration is better. And in some of the mazier stages, that really means a lot. In this opening stretch here, I'm trying to, like, smash as much stuff as possible to get my meter built up. Having a meter... ooh, that was sloppy. Building up your meter makes some of the later parts easier, or at least more impressive to look at. In particular, the last stage has a stretch of, like, tanks that you can just smash through if you have, like, 3 stocks saved up. But yeah, as you can see here, this is a game where you pilot a transforming motorcycle and fight a race of aliens that have invaded the Earth. Regular weapons don't work on them, so scientists came up with, like, bikes that channel the rider's spirit energy into a living projectile, hence gunbike. This is actually pretty sloppy right now. I've gotten hung up on a few barriers and stuff. They went into the design of this game, like, expressly trying to make it feel like an old anime that never existed. Like, their goal was, they wanted people to feel nostalgic for it even though it was a new thing. I've heard rumors that this was meant to be based on Megazone 23, but I've never actually seen anything to back that up. No, it was a cyberpunk bike anime. They had a transforming motorcycle called the Garland that had, like, a virtual idol programmed into its AI or something like that. It was like this guy was trying to keep the bike away from the military the entire show. You might be thinking of Ice Shield 21. That also has a number in the title and is about football. There we go. Usually I know I'm on a good track if I can get the full speed bonus at the end of the stage. So this boss here is kinda neat. Oh, the controls are fighting me today. There we go. You're supposed to keep knocking it down and hitting the torso. But you can get a chain going if you hit at just the right angle. Your dash is actually a little bit limited. That's why it plays that horrible honking sound after a while. So I can't just keep charging. No, the PS1 wasn't region free. There we go. When this thing is in its death throes, it just fires blindly into the air, and we're done. The trick to getting that one to go a little faster is making sure that you hit it just so, like, its recoil animation carries it further into you instead of away from you. It's also possible to hit it in the chin when it's, like, ducking down to fire its gun, but it's just easier to go ahead and hit a leg. And then this stage here, it's kind of a straight-up race for the first part. We'll actually be seeing a couple other gun bikers who are bad gun bikers, and they're annoying as shit. So we're just going to ignore... We're going to race them a little bit. Try to stay beside or ahead of them, because if they get too far ahead of you, they start shooting backwards, and you start, like... You just... Yeah, see, right there. The shots just keep, like, pinging you backwards and slowing you down. Damage is less of a problem so much as losing time. And not just because this is a run. Your life and your timer are the same thing. My cat has chosen now to be very cuddly. Rally mode is like an armored version of the bike, where you kind of like spread out into like an all ATV mode sort of thing. Shit. It's really useful because if you take damage while you're in rally mode, you don't go flying off of it. If you get hit in speed bike mode, you fly over the handlebars like sight bike style. Rally mode also has better cornering, which I'm going to take advantage of here because Ami sucks at doing the clip through these guardrails. So yeah, a speed bike mode is the fastest, but the most fragile. And robot mode is basically where all of your attacks are. But every time you transform into a robot, you, like, decelerate massively. Which you can use to your advantage if you need to make, like, a tight turn. There's a few parts where I kind of, like, go into a power slide, then transform. And that's a really good way to make tight turns. But, this girl has the best turning by far. The other characters would be, like, squealing their tires all over the place with some of the moves I'm pulling off. I actually did my practicing with the worst... What the heck? I took the wrong direction. I totally missed my turn. Okay. Oh! Wow. Yeah. I was further along in the stage than I thought I was. You could argue that's a good problem. You pretty much want to veer to the right during this entire stage, because the left are usually dead ends. And the way the stage is laid out, it just takes an obnoxious amount of time to turn around. Anyway, this right here is actually my favorite boss in the game. I really wish there was more stuff like it. It's like the only time where they really take advantage of the transforming a high-speed vehicle idea, because you're chasing down a train and breaking it apart bit by bit. And as you probably saw right there, when you're in robot mode, you have massive damage reduction. You also, you're harder to knock down. The worst stretches of the game are probably when they have, like, straight-up boss arena fights, which is unfortunately something they resort to doing a lot, in spite of sucking at it. Occasionally the train will divert into those side tunnels, which always throws me off. It doesn't do much switching on easy, or very easy, where I'm at right now. The chief reason that I'm on very easy is your energy meter in the upper left decreases the slowest on it. Enemy placements don't really change a lot between difficulties until you get to, like, very hard and hard. So really, I'm just doing this to avoid a frustrating death by time over and wasting everybody's time. Oh wow, I did not time that at all. I should, like, talk less. Oh, wow, I fucked up. This is probably the best stage for... Oh, well. It's the best stage for falling off my bike like an idiot. And yes, you can see when she transforms into rally mode, her face is just sticking out the front of the vehicle, which is incredibly unsafe. It's really just this level. The others are pretty straightforward. There's, like, another one that's vaguely maze-like, but this is the only one that is just straight up a maze. Not the smoothest, also not the worst. I actually owe my friend Piku for pointing out the easier way through this stage. When I kind of, like, semi-tricked her into playing this. Man, I just totally overshot where I was going. There we go. I keep missing my turns, man. But she was, like, doing a thing where she would play, like, a super long RPG or something like that and play something short in between as a palate cleanser. And I suggested this. Yeah. The announcer actually is the announcer from G Gundam. I think the Red Rider is Wataru Takagi as well. So yeah, this is a little sloppy, but we're gonna get through this just fine. We're pretty much making our way through a series of elaborate docking tunnels trying to get to an aircraft carrier. And then once we're on top of the carrier, we're going to fight the worst boss. I was giving somebody else mention of worst boss before, but the more I think on it, yeah, this stage does have the worst boss. Because I really hate bosses that have long, invincible phases. You know, where the boss just leaves the arena and you can't do anything for a while. I was just playing the garage theme from this game. I'm not sure what they put on at the end of Ria's. If Kong is around, he probably knows. He was restreaming at the time. Man, I need to replace my headset. Keep losing sound in my right ear. Oh boy, that's not great. This bit with the mine layers is really aggravating because they spawn mines at about the same rate that, you know, they destroy. There we go. This is a very awkward game to control, but once you get the hang of it, the idea is just neat. It was cool enough that I stuck with it, even though it's, like, on the jank side. So this is, like, the only time in the game that the gun is useful. In a game called Gunbike, you will rarely be using your guns. Yeah, this is like a pre-dual analogs kind of game. Oh my god, just... Well, I missed a chance to damage it. I think they could have called it Punch Bike. That's still cool. Ah, frig. So what I'm trying to do is tag the enemy before it comes out of the water. And I missed. If you can hit the enemy while it's poking its head out of the water, it'll surface faster and you can skip waiting on it for so long. Where the hell did it go? Oh, shit. The carrier is bigger than the draw distance. Oh, jeez. It's got 2% health left. That was so close to getting into 2 cycles. But yeah, this is one of the reasons I've been going with Ami for recent runs, is her dive kick is unique to her, and it does way more damage than a regular charge. And it just kind of plops into the ocean, and that means it's dead. Unlike the other times it plopped into the ocean. And I barely got any speed bonus off of it. It is really hard to get a good speed bonus off this stage, just because of how long that boss just dives out of reach. So this will be a good stage to be in rally mode most of the time, just to save some time and sanity. This part with the mines is trickier than it looks. They're spaced out in such a way that if you get hit by one, you're going to get bounced into another. And again, like, damage isn't really so much of a problem for most of the game, except, like, the very final boss. But enemies, like, bouncing you all over the place or knocking you off your bike will get you killed because of the way the timer works. So this is like another semi-mazy stage. It's really the only other really complicated one. And even that's... Ugh, I hate that sound. Calling this complicated is still kind of generous. But a lot of the game, in the more complicated stages, they at least hide health pickups in the dead ends. So they're a little nice like that. I would like to get to where I can beat, like, very hard without cheating. But that requires a mastery of the gun bike that I don't think people are meant to have. Like, there's parts in it where I don't see how you're supposed to win without, like, either using infinite EX bar or by just, like, abusing this guardrail clipping move. I actually soft-locked the game in this stage at one point because I clipped through a guardrail I wasn't meant to, and then I couldn't get up the speed to clip back out of it. So I was, like, being juggled by the guardrail. But basically the way the clip works is, all the characters have, like, a follow-up to that power tackle move. I don't use it with this character because she's got a little bit of a lag on it. I'm sure, like, an actual Japanese person that grew up with this as a kid would probably school my ass on it. I do not know how to Nico Nico, but I'm pretty sure there's probably Nico Nico videos way better than me. I just have a hunch. Not to mention the Inti Creates people do stream sometimes. Can I just say I was legitimately impressed when I met some of those guys at PAX one time? I just kind of assumed they sent PR guys to just kind of like be bodies at the booth, but they actually sent people that know pretty much everything. Nice guys. But apparently they know and remember this game, but they can't do anything with it because Sony Music Entertainment has the publishing rights. So we will probably never see a Gunbike 2. But it's okay, they were making good stuff. I have turned into a dead end. I have not fallen for this turn in so long. It's almost nostalgic. You have to do like a hairpin turn around these crates in a part that looks like it's just another regular 90 degrees. Okay. Well, it's still got a full speed bonus. That's good. So coming up is what I consider the worst boss for the long time. And since then, I kind of got her pattern down. She's still annoying, but... Like, see? That's extremely annoying. She's a giggling electric ghost that probably is giving somebody a seizure as we speak. Sometimes if you're lucky, she'll just teleport to the same rooftop. Most of the time, she goes kind of like diagonally from the last one she appeared on. If you stay put after hitting her, or if you don't hit her at full speed, she's more likely to stick to the same rooftop. And you do a little more damage by hitting them at top speed, but not like dramatically so it's still safer to stay in rally mode. Oh god. Oh god. That ain't good. I've never been juggled by the lightning before. Okay, this time I'm going to not lose sight of her, and she is not dead yet. I might be. I have, like, very little energy left. Holy crap. Let's make this count. There we go. Okay, so the next stage is special. In the course of the game's storyline, your commanding officer goes nuts and turns on everybody. In Ami's particular story, she goes into like an Evangelion Berserk feral state, which looks hilarious. No. If you hit the shoulder buttons, you have kind of a quick turn, but it works in very stiff, like 45-degree chunks. If you luck out, you can just kind of grind him against the wall while you're in the free berserk state. If you're not lucky, he gets off the wall, and you have to fight him fair. Anyway. There we go. Now, if you're playing as the red guy, you've got this BFG that you could just, like, one-shot him with. His AI is set to be mindlessly aggressive, so he'll just, like, walk into your gun barrel. It's hilarious. Anyway. Time for the final stage. Time to use that saved up meter. Otherwise, waiting through the tanks just takes entirely too long. Well, if you like the guy's art style, it is the same guy that went on to make the character designs for Mega Man Zero and the Gunvolt series and stuff. He's really good with armor. I like that they've had the same artist from the beginning, it's kind of cool. I don't think he did the illustrations for Galgun, and I think there was like a recent game that had different character designs. This is Speed Power Gunbike. But I think for the most part he's done illustrations for like pretty much every Inti game. The little electric orb things I just passed can be deceptively tricky. Like, they probably don't look bad, but they can do a lot of damage. So I've been using diverse adjectives to describe the bosses thus far. We've faced the best boss and the worst boss, and the genuine hardest boss is coming up, and I have fallen off my bike, which is going to waste more time. So we're not getting any surprise marathon PBs today. Oh yeah, this is totally playable if you don't speak Japanese. And the storyline they were going for is basically just like an anime pastiche, so you could probably just fill in the blanks with your imagination, honestly. It's like a little bit of Megazone, it's got a little bit of Evangelion behind it. So these guys are back. This is a much shorter chase, and they don't usually have time to hit you if you stay in this far right. Well, I've been skipping all the title cards and cutscenes. There's a lot of spoken Japanese. I'm not sure how audible it is. But yeah, this is the one cutscene I'm going to go ahead and let play out. Because it's just cool. Oh yeah, there's basically no language barrier on this. Oh, that'd be nice. So yeah, super vehicle formation! This boss is incredibly annoying. Its moves are basically completely random. It will do things like just attack the wall. Ideally, you want to get him in kind of a jab like this. If you combo him too fast, he'll split apart and run around. And most of the time when he does that, he's going to crouch in a corner and heal, which you don't want to happen. He's behaving pretty good. I don't want to jinx this. When he gets out in the open... Yeah, okay, there, he was trying to heal. I saw that. Oh, shoot! When did I lose all of that energy? I didn't even notice my life was that low. Oh. Wow. But yeah, this boss is brutal. And part of it is because he's almost completely actually random. The other part of the difficulty is that your controls are terrible. Getting hit by those drills is like the worst thing. Come on, stay on the fence. Okay, get dead. There we go. So yeah. I know that was mostly incoherent, flustered shouting, but the reason that boss is tough is because he is, like, almost literally completely random. Sometimes when you get down to, like, a certain amount of his health, he'll start hopping in place. which isn't even an attack, and you don't have to be anywhere near him, so it's not like he's trying to stomp you. This one's not so bad. You just have to hit this thing while the shield is down. Unfortunately, you don't have control over the camera, and the audio cues don't really exist. Now, I'd said before that damage isn't really a problem in this game. And the final boss here is an exception to that rule. Because if that main beam coming out of it hits you, you're going to lose a lot of health. Also, every time you hit it, it does a storm of, like, revenge bullets. Like, right there, that could have been very bad. That was in position to get juggled. Oh, cool, I got 3 hits in that time. I'm playing this very safe and staying in rally bike mode. Again, you don't have as much of a top speed, but I'm not going to go flying off the bike if I get hit. As long as I can land a hit at a pretty comparable rate to how much energy I'm burning looping around. This is a terrible place for me to be. Let's move on. Not now. Try now. I wonder if I can get away with a swag kill on this. I feel a little swag today. Except until that happened. I feel a little less swag now. I definitely feel decidedly less swag. I might actually be dead. There we go. I did the swag. I wanted to work the super weapon in at the end if I could. So anyway, the last boss is dead. Yeah, I won. I went into super mode at the last minute. You're like invincible. She puts on like a whole bunch of laser batteries and fires them all at once. Oh, I still have control. Timer's not over yet. Although arguably maybe it should be. It ends after the Chaos Emeralds. Like if I really want to, I can hold triangle down and do a transcendent naked backflip. I honestly don't know what's happening at the end here. I should, like, kidnap a Japanese fluent person and make them translate the ending monologue to me. My hunch is like going with the spirit bullet thing. You've used like your entire power to wipe out the alien core, and now you're like having a crazy acid trip thing. So yeah, this is a neat game. It takes a long time to get a hang of the controls. Your life is going to be easier if you hit the select button at the start of like every stage to get the compass. Otherwise, you get like there's like a range finder on the side of the screen with a notch that shows how far you are in the stage, but it doesn't actually tell you where to go. So yeah, not my best time. Still well under estimate. Things can go south with that red mech in particular. Okay, we're getting close. We're almost there. Oh, did you mean the Chaos Emeralds? There's actually no point to like trying to collect these or anything. I've tried smashing all the monoliths and I've tried collecting all of the emeralds. Nothing really seems to change. Knuckles is within us all. And I have lost control. And my keyboard was locked, so I couldn't actually stop the timer. So that is that. So long, lady. Good luck wherever you're going. I need to find someone to translate the plot to this. Thank you all for the GGs. This game's so goofy, I love showing it off. But she may very well be out in space.